they'll be calling you a radical. So everybody still thinks their money's going to save them. Ooh, everybody's still posturing, scamming each other. Ooh, I'm buy a car, yay! We're still cars. Think about what low-life's car salesmen are. And still, I mean, think about what we do for money in this country. Let's talk about Fukushima. So the salmon right now in the Columbia, there's 50 salmon for the whole year. So let's talk about this. Same old theme, 1918. We got a producer, a conductor. Try to do two things at once. Manage this one. Good luck. So, 1918, the Spanish flu. Lots of people still to this day believe that was the gassers from World War I. Devastated Europe. Do you know how? So, stay with me. Eugenics. Fukushima. When Fukushima happened, nuclear reactors aren't. Did they blow it? No, it was a meltdown. Building them, by definition. Building them by definition on the Ring of Fire. These madmen, the same people. Bayer Monsanto. These are the same clan. The Bezos, the Gates, all of them. Their plan? Well, building these nuclear. That's what Einstein said. Where's Albert? So, stay with me. I know what happened inside the Situation Room. So when Fukushima melted down, they sent in 32 ships to put what we call the egg around it, to entomb it. Full went in. Reagan was already docked there, put right up there, radiated. They sent 32 ships in. Inside the Situation Room, which I know the transcript, I could talk about it because John Holdren, I put her up to the interview. John Holdren at Cal Berkeley wrote his PhD on eugenics. Remember he made the bet on gold and silver? He used to rant and rave about the overpopulation of the world. He'd go crazy. That was his engraved dogma. That's him. He was head of the science and technology team for Obama. He took over the whole room in the Situation Room. The CEO of GE was in there. Jeffrey and Mel flying one plane with the other. Yes. Biden was in. Oh, yeah. All those people in there, beaming in the Japanese, whatever. The admirals are all arguing. The Navy admiral wanted to entomb it, sent it in, wanted to evacuate the whole island of Japan. Who stopped them? John Holdren, the eugenicists. Why was Fukushima allowed to stay on? Not because they didn't want to stop panic. That's not true. It was to protect the nuclear industry. I will quote them. Obama, if we send this Navy in to entomb this, the nuclear industry is over. They're done. Every nuclear reactor will be shut down. The evacuation of that. People knew the truth. That's what was said in there. Obama was green as grass in there. He just, the dumbass that he was. The dumbest president, well, probably the greatest mistake by a president in U.S. history. Then the handoff. Where's the football? The handoff between Obama to Trump. Hut, hut, hut. So inside the Situation Room, the admiral is arguing, look, they have a radiation mitigation ship. Why? Same reason they have them right now. We're having trouble manning our ships right now. You know, Trump's press conference yesterday, military, heroism. Aren't you sick of that shit? Copism. That don't do anything. Go get some more donuts. Get some free coffee at Starbucks. Go firemen who never fought a fighter. You know, military who do nothing but suck out money. They're not heroes. My God. These admiral, so the U.s.s. Reagan was. We don't talk about them. Yeah, because most of them are dead. So the admiral says we're sending in they sent in a ship to mitigate Fukushima. You know, 32 ships to put an egg all the way around to contain it. You know, this madness. John Holdren, the eugenicist, backed him out. Now, if you think this theory of mine, Fukushima, freaking crazy, you're a fool. That's what it is. That's his words, not mine. Look, the gassers did it again. The same clan. So, look, you have a meltdowns of Fukushima. They did not entomb to protect. John Holdren, again, the eugenist. Can we send in the U.s.s. Reagan? No. You'll radiate your own men. They argued in there for 9 hours. Who? Haas Cartwright. Yeah. Yep. They're going to be the Joint Chief of Staff. Going to replace the Navy Admiral. The Navy Admiral said, no. Why would he say, make it so? I found out years later, I guess that's a Star Trek. These are the insane people, the military that are running your country. Yay, we're heroism. I mean, you got a bunch of morons who grew up watching TV who are so disconnected from ecology, so disconnected from the world. So they didn't entomb it, did they? They allowed it to go on. Oh, we get it with nanotechnology. It didn't work. They let it loose. That was the biggest mistake in world history, was not putting the egg around the entire plant. Under it, over it. Would it have worked? Yes. It could have been done. Obama blocked them from doing it. John Holdren. Look him up. John Holdren, his whole life, preached nothing but eugenics, 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 eugenics. The girl that got the interview with him, D.C., who let the rabbit out of the bag. By the way, he let out classified information in that interview. He should be arrested for letting out classified information. I've not been able to. I've had that link. I have not forwarded it to one person. They tried to tee me up. I've read it. He said, we were in the Situation Room for 9 hours, arguing with Japan, blah, blah, what to do, blah, blah, blah. All this was said in there. What are we going to do? He went home for an hour. They called him back. We want to send the Reagan in? Make it so, he says. They radiated all their own men. That ship's still radioactive. I was there, San Diego Chargers. You know, they had a Little League sleepover camp on that ship. The only protester in the world. It's incredible to me. The greatest story in world history. I like all these. I'm Dutch Sense. The Pacific Ocean's fine. Here's some salmon. After he used, Dutch Sense used fake radiation. So did this Connecting Dots in Canada. Used fake radiation. Who have promoted those guys? I know who promoted them. Who put them up on their pedestal? The U.S. did. Shiny balls. And here. You get off Fukushima, go to this, use this fake stuff, blah, 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 and we'll pay you. That's who they promote on YouTube, is these liars and these fakes. They go after Kevin Blanch while I'm in critical condition, while I have cancer, trying to save you from you. If you'd have listened to me, I like how people still won't listen to me on the markets. This thing's going on and on and on. So, same old thing, Spanish flu. This ain't ended. By the way, 95% of everybody who dies from this is over 60 years old. Why the incredible panic? To force you in your FEMA camp. This response is ridiculous. It's going to break this country. It's going to bankrupt this country. Agenda 21? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Same people. Spanish flu? They don't need to kill all of you. You're just killing yourselves, hunkering down. I mean, this hunkering down in your house, think about economically. Think about the destruction of this freaking... I like how, we're just going to double down, buy the dips. How long can this go on? This country's being devastated, gutted. By the way, 60% of everybody in this country, the real workers like myself, the cancer. How about the cancer victims? People in bone marrow transplants have been fighting for their lives because chronic cancer, acute cancer, split open, whatever. How are you going to work? How are you going to pay taxes? You don't. So they're not getting a stimulus check. The people like me, we're not getting one. I raise a child. Sitting right there, get by with a little. I don't know how I do it, and I'm still working every day. The salmon collapsed. So make it so. They did not entomb it. This energy got out into the biosphere. We know this. I'm the guy that released the so-called KOK study. It was leaked to me. I put it into the internet. John Holdren, his twin cousin. Remember Kim Bucket Buesler? Remember him? Out there? His name's on the study. I'm the guy that leaked that into the internet. Come arrest me. Come get me. Come get me. We're in jail cells anyway. Hunker down in your house. Talk about a jail cell. I mean, at least they cook for you in prison. You can't even get fresh food anymore. God, what a freaking system. Yeah, I mean, the suicide rate, the psychological effect on people, whatever. Talk about eugenics. John Holdren. So, he released into the biosphere. Never happened. It's just, and then all the propaganda is worse since Chernobyl. 3 full blown out meltdowns, mock fuel pushed into the ocean, and energy unforeseen in the history of mankind. So it's all coincidence after. And think about if you didn't have Kevin Blanch. Think about if Kevin Blanch didn't document the tide pools. Scientists are mystified, they're puzzled, they're baffled, they're lazy pieces of you-know-what. They didn't do any work. How come I'm the guy that did it? The marine biologist in the desert of Utah, sleeping in sleep bags, full of cancer. Think about the tide pool work. Holy cow, think about the salmon work. If I didn't do it, it didn't get done. Talk about the greatest PhD in human history with no money. I mean, what a story. Don't you think somebody would come forward and help? No. No, nobody helped. No producer, no lawyer, no nobody, no nothing. While raising a child. I don't know how I've done it. I really don't know how I've done it. Sleeping in a sleeping bag, sleeping on park benches, trying to wake the world up. Think about the army against me. Talk about a tsunami. My own government trying to kill me. The son of a special forces Marine. You know, the neighbor spraying radio Roundup, this freaking farmer, all every day, all day. You know, they know I have cancer. My trees all died. My dogs died. Yours did. Your neighbor died. You know, talk about eugenics. So this is what happened. The tide pools collapsed. The salmon collapsed. The whales, people used to laugh, ha ha ha. I remember being in 2015 walking the coast and running into a ranger there because I tipped over some water. I never seen the ocean so healthy. I says, you need to get out of your bleeping truck. Oh, I do pick up a lot of debris from Fukushima. Black Ops operation, gathering up the garbage every morning at 4 o'clock, using devices, weather balloons they're picking up every day, coming in at 4 o'clock in the morning. Shh, I videoed them. Take my videos down. I videoed them tearing down the Radnet dishes when they crashed Radnet, Obama inside the situation. First step we have to do is take down Radnet. That's the radiation agenda. That was ordered by Obama on the advice of John Holdren, the eugenicist. So, same old thing, 1914, 15, World War II, the gassers on the field, not my words. He said these are madmen and monsters. That's why he moved here. The guy invented it. He called them madmen. Bear Monsanto, why the hell would Bear buy Monsanto? No one's that stupid with this litigation hanging over their head. And why does Trump support? Oh, there it is. Trump's father, he's one of them. Oh, yeah. I like how you think he's an evangelical. He's Jewish, for God's sakes. Come on. And it's the same old Jew fighting Jew. Wasn't Jesus a Jew? So now the Mormons. This is important. 200 years ago, yesterday, on April Fool's Day, isn't that perfect? Joseph Smith had his vision in the Grove in New York. 200 years ago, yesterday, on April Fools. Talk about fools. You know, and by the way, he wasn't the madman. Brigham Young was. He hijacked it. Brigham Young and crew killed Joseph Smith. Joseph Smith was supposed to be bloodlines to his kids. The White Horse Prophecy. I used to talk to Mark Hoffman when he was supposedly forged the White Horse Prophecy document. There's documents all over Father McKay Brody that prove that the MI6, the powers that be, found Brigham Young and hijacked the Mormon Church. What? To put the yellow coal, the biggest gold mine in the world, who you don't even know it's a gold mine, right there. Yeah, right there. Right underneath the Mormon temple. Right? You can look at it. The Bingham and Opal copper mine? That's what it's all about. This is all European history, the same clan. By the way, the English royal family, the Russian royal family, the Saudi royal family, they're all, come on, get away from there. Here, give me them glasses. This is my producer. Here, hold that hat, producer. He loves these glasses. I got these at Light the Night. Somebody was, what weirdo was passing these out to cancer victims. You know, I guess this is what we got instead of a stimulus. Oh, God, that thing will rip your head off. What is it, a battery pack?
Put it in your pocket.
Okay. All right, so make it so. John Holdren's a eugenicist. You're so happy about this, don't agenda? Oh yeah, this is Agenda 21. Don't you see this? And Trump's your biggest Agenda 21 of them all. He's a useful. I mean, his babbling fools. I mean, you think he's different? The handoff between, again, the football. ABE. Now this is important. ABE. The Japanese. Here. Hold Albert. So. Here, put that back, producer. Okay, Albert. I mean, so for a Japanese PM post, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That flew out of Utah. You know, okay. I got promoted. Where's my paper crane? Anyway, my folded up paper. Oh, it's right here. I was presented this at, you know, a guy full of leukemia, bifolding 1,000 paper cranes, a young woman who died of cancer. You know, by the way, Sanjay Gupta can rot in hell. I come from a family of neurosurgeons. I've talked about practicing neurosurgery. He lied on Fukushima. He's a criminal derelict. So is Anderson Vanderbilt. So is the Como clan. You know, it's all the same royal family. CNN, Fox News, NBC, CBS, ABC. How about Alex Jones and Savage? Paid propagandist. They're all the same clan. Don't you see that? So the Japanese PM comes to the United States. Finally. Move for the Obama administration. Where does he go? MIT Media Lab? Oh, the people that hung Aaron Swartz. I knew Aaron Swartz. They went after. What do you think? I founded the Million Mass March. I'm the guy that started it. You know, people participated. All Fukushima, Aaron Swartz. What? How about Snowden was in Fukushima, Japan, right before it happened? For real. For real. Ask Oliver Stone. So, oh no. So, he comes. When Trump got elected, I was at the White House that night. You believe, Bernie? I took the bus through Philadelphia. I get to New York, right there at the Jarvis Center, where they're going to break the glass ceilings, where they're setting up the makeshift hospital. Right there. The sun was coming up. The bells ringing at the church. People were lined up to get their breakfast by, 2 blocks away. I never seen a war zone like that in Trump Tower. First one in Trump Towers, ABE. First one at Mar-a-Lago with Bob Crafted. Yeah, he's going to use his plane to fly in more masks from China. Don't you love that? We need more masks. Let's get them from the same people that poisoned us. The masks from China. Your imported slave-made goods. You didn't think there would be a price to pay for all this? The animals all collapsed. You didn't care. You didn't care. Everything collapsed. Well, now it's you. So, ABE has been with Trump 17 times. 17. Japanese PM in the United States once for 40 years. 17. The handoff. Trump is Obama. They're identical twins. They're worse than 2 worst presidents in U.S. history. Big time. Does that mean cut? All right. So, the biggest mistake in human history. Mistake, not a mistake. John Holdren's a eugenicist. The cover-up of Fukushima, they let it go on because they knew this was going to happen. This is a mutated fish or shrimp where you're getting lots of them. All these flus post-Fukushima. There's more than this one. There's more than this one, the swine flu. All these different ones. They're epidemic. What are they? They don't know. They're a mutation. A new energy got released in the Pacific Ocean. Jet stream moves left to right. Fish swim. This fish was caught right off the coast of Fukushima. These shrimp went into the market. It's a mutation. It's something new. That was their plan the whole time. They blew up Fukushima. They didn't have to blow up Fukushima. They knew an earthquake or tsunami. Sent it off. Diablo Kane. It's only a matter of time, TikTok. Why would they build these monsters to boil the Earth's water? That's not my words. It's Einstein's words. You release an energy that will take 50 generations for the human genome to catch up. It's on now. It's on. Everything I've said, every word I said, I predicted all this, and you flee from me. I predicted every single thing that's happened, including the market collapse, including the nuclear. I made so many millionaires. You can't help me? It's ridiculous. It's unbelievable. You flee from me. Let me be impoverished. Let me go through more pain and suffering. I get nothing. I have to freaking suffer. Broke. Talk about I can get Jesus now. Jesus was born on April 6th, by the way, fools. Real guy. He was a radical activist with a whip who tipped the tables over. He was part Jewish. He was killed by his own people, the Zion King wannabe. It's the same old, oh yeah, it's biblical. It's biblical, but there's heaven and hell. Joseph Smith, yay. He had a vision. The Mormons go along with this. The evangelicals, they're Satan worshipers. Don't you see? The whole country's taken over. The evangelicals, you're worshiping these. You worship a president? A Zion King? Can you feel? How can you not see this? Bezos, Gates, Tesla, all these guys are the same operation, but that's their kids. It's the same people. Jeff Bezos' grandfather, nuclear physicist, Los Alamos. Einstein hated him. So did Oppenheimer hate him. So did Sokolov hate him. They all said this was going to happen. They've devastated. The empire's over. They did it. They pulled it off. That was their plan. Build nuclear reactors on the Ring of Fire. Of course they're going to melt down. Why did they not? Why didn't Obama? Because Obama's one of them. Trump's one of them. Don't you see this? They steal U.S. elections. They steal Supreme Court. The whole country's illegitimate. And you're still flag waving and bowing. Military freak show. Debtor's hell. You're in a prison cell right now. Don't you see? It's over. The country, look how you're living. Mission accomplished. Stand tuned, producer. He told you wouldn't listen to him. You won't listen to Kevin Blanche, probably the most important scientist since him. Stand tuned.